What do you think the number one perk is that gets people to actually sign up for your Patreon?
The thing that typically converts is me being like, okay, so here's your issue. You're constantly finding yourself in short-term 2 to 3 month relationships. And I'm going to, in my TikTok or Instagram, I'm going to validate your emotional experience, maybe give you like one reason that's happening. If you want to hear 5 other reasons you could be continuing to experience this problem that you hate, then meet me in Patreon and I'll give you just like the full download of everything I'm going to say. So I'm going to give you 1 or 2 helpful pieces of advice that hopefully will do something for you. But I've got 10 more even better ones where I go into like very detailed explanations of how to work through stuff. So that's the main driver, is here's a little bit and here's even more in Patreon.
But how else do you add value to people to get them to sign up to your Patreon?
So we do a number of exclusive album reactions on there a month. It was 4 a month, but pivoted slightly because it was just getting a bit too much. And a lot of those are decided by the audience on Patreon, by the community. So they'll list a bunch of albums, upvote the ones that they like on the post on Patreon, and then I'll put those in a poll. Whatever wins, that's the one that I'll do. Yeah, that, and then doing 4 of those a month was a good way to just bring people in. It was like maybe every time I put one out, maybe 100, 150 people would sign up. And then I started realizing that if I did an individual song that people liked as a video on my channel and said, this is a clip from the thing that's on Patreon, obviously, then that video is just getting out to so many more people than a tweet and a community post. That was really seeing some growth in doing that.
You've done really well on all the different social platforms. It sounds like you've found a good niche in music plus belly dancing. Seems to be a really good combination for getting that reach, getting that engagement. And then obviously likes, shares, and comments are great, but they don't pay bills. So how can that awareness and audience that you've got on these social channels and turn that into revenue so that you can obviously follow your passion, follow your career in the music space? I know, you had like merch and you had a Patreon account. What are the different types of ways that you've been able to use that audience and fan base?
So obviously, like, the consistency keeps them engaged, and when like they follow you, they start becoming fans if they see that you have music and everything. So once they become fans, that's when like you say, oh, I have more content over here, and you can subscribe to it. And that's where Patreon came in. Like, I have new songs that people haven't heard, or I've got like more photo shoots and unseen TikToks, and that makes them want to click and see, oh my God, I want to see like what she does, or like behind the scenes basically of how I do my transition videos or just anything like that. And like when they're fans of what I do already, they want to go and they're curious and they want to see what I do, like more exclusive type of stuff.
So if there was a new artist or content creator coming out of all the different ways that you can monetize, which one would you suggest people focus on first?
I say social media, grow your social media, because once you start posting and start getting those people eyeballing you, seeing you, then you can tell them, I have a Patreon, or I have this, and you can go see more content if you like this type of content. And just let them know that, put a link on your bio and just let them know that you have that specific exclusive content. And like, I also see some of connections of mine on Instagram that post like very, very like showing a lot. And I love that. But what if you post that on Patreon and just leave it on there and tease people to go on there? That's smart. Come on. People will definitely want to see more and stuff. Like, that's a good way to monetize, especially for like my model friends and stuff like that.
Hey guys, we put a bunch of effort into making great content for this YouTube channel. So please hit subscribe, leave us a comment, and tell a few friends about it.